Hey, this is Walter Jones.
This is Austin St. John.
And you're listening to
Ranger Danger.
In the podcasting life, they must fight to survive. Shackled by the chains of the past. They're the biggest of geeks, cause they watch every week. Subscribe to see if they can last. Go, go, Ranger Danger. We can't ever stop. Go, go, Ranger Danger. We will podcast till we drop. Probably forever. Yeah, whatever. Ranger Danger, Ranger Danger, Ranger Danger, Ranger Danger, Ranger Danger Dino Charge.
Hey everybody, welcome to the special bonus episode of Ranger Dino Charge, in which we discuss the epic finale of Fantasy Zordon for Ranger Dino Charge.
Yeah.
Are you pumped? You ready to see how things shake out?
Yeah.
The epic clash between Matt and Michael in statistic form?
That's my favourite type of form.
I know it is.
Yeah.
Alright,
Okay.
How should we handle this?
Well, I guess I wanted to start with, we've reached the end of Dino Charge.
Yep.
Did you have like a favourite moment or like one thing that you really loved?
One thing that I loved most about Power Rangers Dino Charge
Yep.
that I didn't necessarily pick up on straight away
Yep.
was how earnest and genuine it is.
Yep.
There's nothing about the show that is cheap or cynical.
Mm-hmm.
It's got from that level of magic logic where, people's spines being pulled out makes them scared.
And Santa is a real person.
Exactly.
Yep.
Just down to the relationships between the characters.
Yep.
There was a lot of work put into those relationships, and they feel human, but they never feel cheap or nasty.
Sure.
Everything is done with such goodwill.
Yep.
And that was definitely my favourite part of it.
I have a more specific favourite part.
Yep.
Which is that scene where Ivan's found some dudes to be his knights.
Yes.
In Night After Night.
Yep.
I think that one scene encapsulates both how dumb Power Rangers can be.
Yep.
And why that's absolutely a thing that's worth having.
Yes.
Because it's so dumb.
Yes.
But
so awesome.
It's such a great scene.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that. And I think that just goes to show that just because it's genuine and earnest doesn't mean it can't be funny or clever.
Yes.
That scene was hilarious and absurd.
Yep.
But did that without having to it was all earned. Nothing was cheap.
It doesn't betray the concept of the Power Rangers to make that scene.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I would agree that was an absolute standout moment.
All right. How have you found Fantasy Zordon? It was it was an experiment that we started at the start of the year.
Yeah, I think it was definitely an interesting way to add a bit of stakes to the show.
Yeah.
It made me slightly pull more for things to happen in my favour, so I was sort of rooting for Riley and Coda, I guess.
Sure.
How about you?
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. I don't remember which one of us had the idea.
I think it was you.
I think it started because there was Fantasy League of Legends.
That's right.
And then that made you very angry.
Because it's fantasy.
And then I invented fantasy football, where you take a team of fantasy football players and score points based on how well they do.
Yeah.
And then
I still think that's the best thing. That needs to be an Onion article or something.
And then I genuinely don't remember which one of us said fantasy Power Rangers.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's definitely parts about it that I think would change if we bring it back next year.
Yeah.
Definitely some of the more specific rules, knowing now how Vivics work and operate, I think points for defeating them is not particularly worth it.
Yeah, we decided that relatively early on. There was no point tracking it.
No.
It was just too confusing.
And maybe some other more specific stuff. I'm not sure, but I definitely have enjoyed it. And I hope you guys have enjoyed listening along. So how about I say, because we lost our Christmas episode, but we are counting the points, let me tell you where we are both at. So the current spread, so I should actually mention, when I've been talking about the spread, something like I don't know, 20 or so people emailed us in their Fantasy Zordon team. So
Yep.
I've been tracking how everybody's is going, and I will tell you like who wins at the end. And I think it's going to be a pretty obvious winner because he's very far in front at the moment.
With the results, if there's only 20 people, I think we should announce them all on the show.
Okay, we can do that. That's fine. So the lowest scoring points at the moment, not counting this final episode,
Yep.
is 325.
Yep.
And the top end of the field is 361.
Wow.
As has been the case for a while, we're sitting pretty evenly in the middle. I'm 10 ahead of you on 348 to your 338.
Right.
So I know you got a bunch of purple points in this last episode.
Yep.
So I'm very excited to see where it goes. So why don't we do that? We'll figure out which one of us wins.
Yep.
And then I've kind of run a couple of statistics and stuff that might be interesting to talk about.
Cool.
So, Matt, do you want to give me your points first, or do you want me to give my points first? Your decision.
I don't think I'm going to win.
Okay.
So I think I should go first.
Okay, that seems fair. So, Matt, how did you go in one more Energem or one last Energem? I don't remember.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
But not as good as I would have hoped, given that I got a Purple Ranger and the Graphite Ranger came back.
Sure.
They're both my special rangers. But despite that, they didn't quite do enough of the specific things we have allocated to make a big enough difference, I don't think.
Yep, sure.
So it wasn't quite the last-minute revival I was hoping for.
Okay.
Let me talk you through my points.
Yeah, sure.
So Coda
Yep.
only got 4 points.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, so he was part of one Megazord formation and entered a power-up mode like everybody else did.
Yeah, that was the thing. Everybody entered those power-up modes because it was the Insider Megazord power-up mode.
That's right. So yeah, he got 4 points, and unfortunately Riley only got 4 points as well.
Oh, okay.
So those two, I think that's kind of where I bottomed out as well. They just kind of had a very standard episode. So 4 points for Coda and Riley each.
Yep.
Purple, obviously, was the debut with the Purple Ranger, so that was quite exciting. I had 4 points for being part of a Megazord formation.
Yep.
Because the Plesio sword is its own Megazord. But
And also...
it also became the new big awesome Megazord.
Yep.
And she also entered the power-up mode.
Yep.
And then I had similar thing for the Graphite Ranger, who had 2 power-up modes.
Yep.
And was part of 2 Megazord formations, rather.
Right.
But entered that 1 power-up mode as well.
Okay, so was that 20 points for you?
That's right, 20 points in total.
Okay, well, you definitely did better than me.
Yep.
But...
Not better enough.
Not quite better enough.
Yeah.
So, Chase just got 4 points.
Yep.
It's quite a quiet week for him.
Yep.
Shelby got 6 points because she entered a power-up mode twice.
Goddamn
because she
Shelby.
demorphed in between. We still have not seen anything of the Silver Ranger, so he just got 2 points.
Yep.
And the Aqua Ranger was part of a Megazord formation and didn't appear, so that's 4 points for a total of 16.
Oh. Got to say, I think you did really well, considering that both of my special rangers turned up and neither of yours did.
Yeah. So I've got kind of notes on which rangers did better and others,
Yep.
but let's go to the final scores.
Sure.
So the final layout
Yep.
is the lowest score that anybody had
Yep.
was 341 points.
Yep.
The highest score anyone had by just 1 point,
Yep.
381.
Whoa.
Again, pretty close to the centre, Matt.
Yep.
You on 358.
Yep.
Me on 364. So
Whoa,
with only
6
6
points.
points in, I have to declare myself the winner of Fantasy Zordon for this season.
Congratulations.
And to celebrate that, Matt,
Yep.
we both get trophies.
Ah, hooray. Holy shit, that's amazing. Oh, wow. How did you do this?
So these are laser cut, timber, and acrylic.
Wow.
We don't have these for our participants, but I will put up on the website for you guys if you go to the Fantasy Zordon website. I've designed one that you can print and cut out of paper and put together yourself.
That's amazing.
So
I'm
those
very
are
impressed.
available for you guys.
Thank you so much.
That's okay.
This really takes the edge off losing.
Yeah, you get a special trophy. I thought it might.
Yeah.
So let's talk about some statistics maybe.
Yep.
All right. So the best team of Rangers to have
Yep.
was Shelby,
Yep.
Coda,
Yep.
Aqua,
Yep.
and Graphite.
That's really interesting.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, Aqua being...
So the thing with the Aqua
Yep.
is, although the Aqua Ranger never appeared at all,
Yep.
that Aqua Zord got used quite frequently.
Yeah.
And so, despite the fact that the Purple Ranger put together a strong showing towards the end,
Yep.
for the first 16 or 17 episodes, just got 2 points every week.
Yep.
Whereas over time, the Aqua Ranger was getting 2s and 4s and 6s.
Yeah.
And just managed to kind of
Edge out.
build together. So the worst Ranger overall of the core team was Riley.
Oh.
He only got 116 points, which is 12 behind Chase, who's next in the list. So
Wow.
I think that's because even in his kind of core episode, he didn't do many of the things that we were testing.
Yes.
So he only ended up with 8 points in that.
Yep.
Chase had 2 of the 3 highest single episode scores.
Yep.
He got 29 in one episode, which is the next highest is 17.
Wow.
So like that particular episode he did incredibly well in.
Yep.
But then the 2 following episodes he got 0 points. So
That's a very Chase thing, I think.
and I mean that Chase episode was True Black. That was the Chase episode.
Yeah.
So again, one of those things where people who put in a consistent showing
Yep.
just edged him out over someone who did a couple of really great episodes.
Sure.
Obviously, the worst Ranger to have in your team was the Silver Ranger.
Yep.
42 points, which is just 2 for every episode they didn't appear in.
That's the absolute minimum, yep.
Yeah, except for we didn't score the first episode. But yeah, so there's no way that the Silver Ranger could have done worse than that.
Yep.
I would have to assume next season that the Silver Ranger shows up at some point.
You'd think.
Yeah. So the total kind of score for everyone was 722. So if you were participating with someone else, the best you both did together was 722. And I guess that explains why the two of us were about the middle of the spread.
Yeah.
Because we ended up with some people had the worst team, some people had the best team. Because we had opposing teams, they were always going to come to the same total sum overall.
Definitely.
The main Rangers, it's actually really interesting. Each of the 4 of them together scored on average just under 128 points.
Yep.
But 3 of them scored more than 128 points. So Riley was quite low and Shelby was quite high.
Right.
And between them, the average was about the same position.
Okay. So Riley was dragging me way down.
Riley definitely was probably your downfall. I mean, the difference between Riley and Chase
Yep.
is the same as the difference between the Silver and Purple Rangers.
Wow, okay.
So, having if you'd had someone other than Riley,
Yep.
that would have been no question of victory for you.
Yeah. Interesting. Cool. So who was the winner, Michael? Or should
right.
we go from the bottom?
Let's go from the bottom. Give me 1 sec.
Yep.
Ranger Danger, Ranger Danger.
All right. So 21 total participants.
Yep.
Let's go from the bottom, yeah?
Yes.
So 3 people tied on 19th place.
Yep.
I'm just going to use first names.
Sure, yeah.
We have John, Kevin, and Steve
I'm sorry, guys.
on 341 points. So I think those guys all had the worst possible team,
Yep.
which is a bit unfortunate.
That is.
Yeah.
Participation medal for you.
In 18th place, I won't do the numbers of points all the way.
Yep.
Was Steve. Mm-hmm. Sorry, no, Steve was on 19th. 18th place was Scott.
Yep.
17th place, we had Kenny.
Mm-hmm.
16th.
Hey, Kenny.
16th, Dave.
Yep.
15th, Jason.
Yep.
14th, Sean.
Yep.
13th, Alex.
Mm-hmm.
Tied in 11th place were Mark and John.
Okay.
10th place was Casey.
Yep.
Tied in 7th place.
Yep.
Mujtaba, Mutaba maybe, Charlie,
Yep.
and Samuel. 6th place, Clyde.
Yep.
5th place, JT.
Yep.
Tied on 3rd. Those are the same person. So all those numbers are wrong. Oh no, that's the same team. That's fine. Tied on third was Chris and himself.
Yep.
I don't know why he was in there twice. And second and first are the first same person as well. That's listener RJ.
Congratulations, RJ.
Yes, so RJ is the best
Good
at
job.
Fantasy Zordon.
Mr. RJ Washington. Oh, I'm not saying the last name. That's fine. He's on our Facebook. Congratulations, RJ. That's really cool.
So I believe RJ also had pink. RJ didn't actually have the best possible team.
So nobody had the best possible team?
No, I don't believe so. So the best possible team would have been pink, blue, graphite, aqua.
Yep.
And no one had pink, blue, graphite, aqua.
That's really interesting.
Which is interesting, isn't it?
Cool.
Yeah.
I choose to believe that RJ had the power of Kelly Sue DeConnick powering his choices when he was doing Fantasy Zordon.
That's certainly possible.
She's like a magic totem.
That makes sense. So that's the end of Fantasy Zordon.
Yeah. That was an interesting experience.
Yeah, I definitely think we'll talk about bringing Fantasy Zordon back next year. It'll just depend on what we do with Dino Supercharge.
Yep. Tell you what, though, this little trophy is the best part of it.
So we'll put a trophy up on a picture of the trophy up on the Facebook page.
Yep.
And I'll make sure we also put up a link to the do-it-yourself paper trophy.
Yep.
I got ours laser cut. If that's something you are interested in doing, if you've got a laser cutter maybe or have access to one, shoot us an email and I can send you over like the specific files that I made. I don't need to put them up because very few people will want them, but I am happy to provide those if that's something you're interested in.
I highly recommend you doing it, guys, because this looks phenomenal.
All right, so that's the end of Dino Charge.
Yeah.
And, I mean, basically the end of us for the year. I mean, we've got regular weekly stuff and something secret coming out in a couple of days.
Dun, dun, dun.
Keep an eye on Facebook, Twitter.
Just the feed.
The podcast feed, we'll put something up there. So, that'll be on Christmas or thereabouts.
Yep. That'll be, an exciting event.
Yeah, but we won't tell you what that is yet because it's a super surprise.
Yeah.
And other than that, every Saturday from here on out,
We'll be in
until
your
the
ears.
end of time.
Michael in one ear, me in the other.
No, I don't.
How
Do,
you like
I
it?
don't do that. It's just it's a mono mix.
Oh, okay.
I could do that.
We like being both in both of your ears at the same time.
We do have two microphones. I could do that.
That'd be weird.
It would be weird because then you could take one out if you didn't like one of us.
Yeah.
And you could just listen to one of our sides of the conversation.
If you do that, don't let us know who it would be. It would crush the other person.
I'd be okay with it.
Would you?
Yeah, I
okay,
think
cool.
so.
If it's Michael, let us know.
I don't mind if people don't like me. Probably because I've never met anyone who doesn't like me. I'm lovable.
Yeah, that's true.
It's my face.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Even though you hate... no, I can't say what I was about to say, because that would spoil some of the surprise.
Okay, I have no idea what you're about to say, but that's fine.
Yep.
So, stay tuned around Christmas for something super special.
Yep.
Other than that, stay tuned every Saturday. We'll let you know next year what we're doing with Dino Charge. But as I said last week, if you really want us to stick with it, now's the time to send us emails about how much you loved it.
Absolutely. So have a great Christmas and New Year, and Dino Charge on.
Yeah, Merry Keepermas.
You ruined it. You ruined the whole podcast series.
I'll Photoshop Keeper with a Santa hat.
All right.
That might be worth it.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye, guys.